my name is Jinci. Today I'll be talking about the use of ultrasound, contrast-enhanced ultrasound to visualize spinal cord tissue perfusion in real time. And so just some background information that Julia has already talked about is that traumatic spinal cord injury can lead to motor and sensory deficit causal to the level of injury. So some of the dysfunction could be bowel or bladder and sexual dysfunction. And in terms of vascular integrity and blood flow, at the event of a spinal cord injury, there's usually a loss of blood flow at the injury center. Following that, there's a secondary phase where there tends to be a ischemia or hyperperfusion in the adjacent area, which is also known as the penumbra. Previous research has been trying to use neuroprotective to safely salvage salvageable regions, the penumbra here, but then they have failed to improve functional outcome because of the lack of clinical imaging biomarker for injury severity and to identify these areas. And so our proposed solution is to use the ultrafast contrast-enhanced ultrasound. So you guys already seen this image. So perfusion images allow us to see, the microcirculation, whereas the vascular images allow us to see macro vessels, and we're also able to detect the low velocity blood flow in intraspinal vessels. Whatever this means. Like, you guys seen a rat, and like imagine the spinal cord. We could see this and the blood vessel in there. So this thing is awesome. But before the awesome part can be used in patient, we have to validate its effectiveness. So this summer, my project was to use the microsphere deposition method, which is a golden standard technique that has been out in the literature for a long time to measure relative tissue perfusion and compare it to the perfusion data that we get from our ultrasound. So for experimental setup, we used long Evans rats, and their carotid artery is catheterized to allow for microsphere injection directly into their left ventricle. And the tail vein is also catheterized so that we could inject microbubbles, which serves as a contrast agent for the ultrasound, and it's been FDA approved, so it's safe. And then we also performed laminectomy that exposed the spinal cord from T8 to T10, where we introduced the injury at T9 with a force of 150 kilonewtons. General procedure of how the experiment goes is that we would acquire the ultrasound images of the spinal cord, then we inject the rat with one of the color sphere. After that, we introduce the injury with an IH impactor at T9. With that, we acquire more images of the spinal cord, then we inject the animal with the other color microsphere so that we could actually see the difference before and after injury. And in order to calculate relative tissue perfusion from the microsphere data, the spinal cord was extracted from the animal and sectioned with a cryomicrotome along with a camera that takes a picture at every section. Then using a program, we were able to count the number of microsphere in the spinal cord before and after the injury. And from there, we can count the number of microsphere along the cord and reconstruct the cord. So here's an example of a cord that we can reconstruct it along with the number of microsphere that we could visualize along the cord in 1 millimeter increment. As for the ultrasound here, you're seeing the perfusion images. So you can already visually see the difference between before and after injury, where there's a lower signal intensity right here. And I just want to be clear that with the intensity, with the sensitivity of the ultrasound, we could actually detect every signal here. But in order to have a comparison with the microsphere data, we also divided the images into 1 millimeter increments so that we could have a comparison with each other. And so for results, as you can see on the left here, the microsphere just decreased dramatically after the injury, and as for the ultrasound data, the signal intensity also decreased, but not as drastic. And in order to have a better comparison, we actually calculated the percent loss from both of the data. So the percent loss of the microsphere data is almost 100% along the cord, whereas for the ultrasound data, it's around 40%, but as we move more huddle, we could see a decrease here gradually, which shows that with the sensitivity of the ultrasound, we're actually being able to start developing some tissue perfusion characteristics of adjacent tissue that are near the injury site. And we're currently still collecting more data for this project, but as you can already see, even though we're using this standard technique to validate our technology, Our technology provides a better spatial resolution. It also has a better temporal resolution because it allows for real-time visualization of the hemodynamic changes in the spinal cord. It is also an intravital imaging technique, so the animal does not need to be sacrificed in order to acquire data, which would make a great use intraoperatively. And we're hoping to also include absolute tissue perfusion from the microsphere data because it has been shown to be more accurate than relative tissue perfusion. We're also currently studying the hemodynamics of animals with chronic injury, and we have been able to create parametric maps from the ultrasound data as well. But ultimately, all of this, we want to translate this to use in the clinic to help patients that have, spinal cord injury. And we have actually been able to do so. Dr. Hofstetter, along with some of our ultrasound experts, has been able to use this ultrasound in surgery. Here you could see a tumor being outlined by the contrast agent that was injected into the patient. And with that, I would like to thank Dr. Ellenbogen and Mrs. Ellenbogen for creating this program. I would also like to thank the Hofstetter Lab for having me this summer. And I would like to thank Sylvia and Julie for doing all the behind-the-scene work to be here today. And with that, that's Captain Hofstetter.